So we had a phenomenal day. We gave students a wonderful experience, working very closely with Frankie and the team at Kendall Ford. We were able to bring in about 40 students, and those students got to take a thrill ride in the exciting 480 horsepower Mach 1 Mustang. They got to see a lot of interesting things out there, and then listen to presentations by industry leaders, people like Craig Jackson, Rob Johnston from Ford Motor Company, Jim Owens, and some of the other staff at Barrett, telling them about the industry. Because so many people don't understand all of the great career opportunities that you can have working with Ford and working in the car industry. We wanted to give them an opportunity to check it out, to see it and get behind the scenes. So we gave them a day they'll never forget.
Rodney with Barrett Jackson is going to give us our private tour. You guys are our VIPs this morning. We've had all kinds of celebrities come through.
We are here at Barrett Jackson. Ford of Kendall has just sponsoring a huge event. We're bringing out 30 kids from local high schools, from the Ford Asset Program, from Columbus Car Club, for them to see what Barrett Jackson is, Ford Motor Company, and the different cars that we have in town.
Working with Barrett Jackson have raised more than $10 million selling Mustangs alone for charities including MS, JDRF, Carroll Shelby Foundation.
That's why people love Barrett Jackson, because it's an awesome event. Every car is going to sell. We have nearly 700 cars here on display. Every single one of these cars has either already sold this week or is about to sell today. This big tent that I'm going to take you through right here, that is our collections tent. We have three really awesome collections from three collectors here. Mark Pylock, his American Muscle Car Museum's out of Melbourne, Florida. John Saluppi's Cars of Dreams here in Palm Beach. And we have another gentleman, George Shin. He's out of Nashville, and he's got a collection in there as well.
You're looking at a Ford GT, won Le Mans 4 years in a row. A lot of people don't realize that. Dominated it to run Ferrari at a Le Mans. And that car was driven by A.J. Foyt and Dan Gurney.
I wanted to show you something. I talked about charity earlier, and this is something that happens at Barrett Jackson as well. This car was donated yesterday for a charity called Candade. It sold for $150,000, but the reason you see two sold stickers is as soon as Mr. Staluppi bought it, he said sell it again. So he wanted to donate the $150,000, but he said go sell the car again. So second individual bought it for $100,000. So this car effectively sold twice yesterday, raised $250,000 for that charity.
My name is Melissa Alonso, and I'm here with the Christopher Columbus High School Car Club. We are very thankful today for having Ford of Kendall inviting us. We have a lot of enthusiastic boys interested in the industry, and we are very thankful to Barrett Jackson for also including us in this event and having the boys have a little private sneak peek at everything that goes on behind the scenes. So we want to once again thank you, and thank you for having the Christopher Columbus Car Club here with you all today.
I'm the president of the Christopher Columbus Car Club, and I think this is a very good event for all of us. You know, it really opens our eyes to the car world and the car industries. And you know, what a better way to do it than Barrett Jackson. So I think this is a very good event for all of us, and you know, we really appreciate it. So thank you for the Kendall.
I know a lot of you guys are interested in racing. The high performance vehicles, the gray stuff you see like the GT500 fall under Rob. And so he gets to play with the coolest, greatest cars in the world every day.
So the enthusiast community is extremely important to Ford Motor Company. You're really the lifeblood of everything that we do. From a career path, you know, there's nothing better than getting up in the morning and loving everything that you do about your career. You know, there's all kinds of different things that you can do in life, but when you get up in the morning and you hear things like that, engine noise, get the opportunity to, promote Ford products and really make a difference in the world is fantastic, because to Ford Motor Company, it's all about, you know, making the world a better place and providing transportation for all.
So not only is he the leader of Barrett Jackson, he's a car enthusiast and somebody we love to have around. So Craig, thank you. I truly appreciate
the auction. I didn't start the auction. I grew up in it as a kid, and I grew up driving cars since I was about 8 years old. I started working on them really young. I went to vocational school, and you know, I wasn't a great student, but I had a passion for cars and technology. And if I had anything to say about what I think helped me, is following my passion and following my gut instinct and doing what I love to do, and not just looking at it as a job. So if I could give any advice to youth, do what you love, and you'll never work a day in your life.
But Carro was a unique man. Carro followed his passions. He had two distinct passions beyond his family. One was planes, and then his second love was the cars and racing. He's still the only human on the planet to have won as a driver, as a manufacturer, and as a team owner. So Carro was passionate, and he followed his passions all the way through. And he used to say he made more businesses fail than he made successful. And that is that passion and energy that if you're going to choose a job around or surrounding the automobile business or the collector car marketplace, you do have to follow that passion. That passion and energy that Henry did in the beginning through that performance in the cars lives on at Ford today. And that passion and energy will serve you as you guys go into the future. So thank you very much.
And as Scott was saying, there's so many roles, just in Barrett Jackson in general, but in the automotive industry as a whole, that you don't have to be a complete car nut. There's so many opportunities out there for you to do other things within the industry. And just Barrett Jackson, for example, we're hiring tons of those people because we need them. We're very focused on the younger generation, social media, digital media, NFTs. This is the new world. And guess what? You guys know this 100 times better than any of us over here. We pretend to know it, but we're not that great at it. You guys grew up with these things. None of us grew up with these things. So we're kind of learning as we go and learn as we come along. And who better to do it than the people who grew up and knew it? The one thing I will say is follow your passion. I highly recommend, if there's something you want to do, I started my career as an intern twice. I highly recommend doing that. Get in front of the people for the companies you want to work for. And maybe if you can't exactly get into that exact company you want to work for, get in front of a company that can help lead you into that. You can get yourself in front of people you normally wouldn't get into. Even if you had an entry-level position at that company, interns sometimes get a lot more forward-facing opportunities with higher executives and stuff. And who else, when we put out a job, like why would we hire someone off a resume when we had the opportunity to meet you for 3 months, a summer, a month, 2 weeks, whatever it is? Like, hey, that person was so great, let's bring them on board. Why start the process all over? So if you have those opportunities, spend a summer, spend a month, a weekend, whatever you can do to get in front of people, I think it'll pay off for you guys in the long run.
We have a department of about 20, and I think the most exciting thing when I finally did get into live events was that I didn't know how many different avenues you could enter Barrett Jackson through. or live events through. So you could be a PR person like Rodney. We have our social media team here. We have a photographer here. We have 3 writers on site. We have 2 people publishing content, one just specifically for TikTok. We have 1 person that's responding just to social media. 1 person that is only shooting just Craig Jackson and Steve Jackson, so we can, document what our executives are doing. On top of that, we have 2 people who are just event runners and PAs and interns and things like that. So I think when you roll all of us up, we have a graphic design team, a video team, writers, people who just write scripts, people who are working in the box office and doing ticketing, people that are assigned to the website. So we have a team of about 25 of us. And I think the important thing to remember when you do live events is when it comes to Barrett Jackson, it doesn't have to be just consigning or bidding on a car. It can be different avenues. So if it's not just cars you want to do, then there's multiple ways to get into it. And I would say this, Barrett Jackson is always looking for talent. If you're not ready to come full time, we're taking interns and we always take seasonal help. So you guys are, if you are looking at learning more about us and you don't know if you're going to love us as much as we love you guys, then just try us out for a week. Take a test drive with us.
He is the poster child for where you are today. Please welcome Frankie.
I started from Asset, I graduated in 93. At the same dealership I'm still working at. From there I've been involved in cars, car shows. I became like a society to promote automotive programs. The asset program, Ford, I've been able to, maintain my family, support my family. I have 5 kids, a beautiful wife, keep on liking what you guys like and be successful and like what you do. All right.
Ford booth at the Barrett Jackson auction. I'm the Ford Asset Instructor at Sheridan Technical College, and just want to thank Frank Mederos and Ford of Kendall for putting together this event for all of our students and the local high schools to go ahead and raise awareness on the automotive industry and the career opportunities that are available for students to make a living doing something that they love. Thank you to Barrett Jackson for having us, and thank you for Ford for putting on an amazing event.
I want to thank Ford Performance, Ford Shelby, Ford of Kendall. We got to meet a lot of great people at this event, a lot of great cars, great community. I'd like to say thanks to everybody for having us and hosting us here.
Hi there, I'm Kash Singh with Ford Performance, and we're here at Barrett Jackson, getting ready to auction off Bronco Raptor VIN 1. A little bit about the vehicle. It's got 400 horsepower, twin turbo V6. Comes with all 7 GOAT modes. It's the newest vehicle in our stable at Ford Performance. Dual exhaust on the vehicle, and thanks to Kendall Ford for bringing out the youth in the area to give us a moment to speak to them about our fantastic vehicles and careers in the automotive industry, and some of those technicians are probably technicians in your dealership.
Thank you for watching this video. We have just put all this together for you guys to enjoy and to promote the automotive programs for all future generations.
The VIN 1 is the first serialized vehicle, and if you go back through time, that VIN number means something. So like for Mustangs, there are members of the Ford family who have VIN 1s. We're doing the Bronco Raptor VIN 1 because we want those in the hands of people who are going to be using the vehicle and sharing that vehicle, and then doing something good for a charitable piece. So I want to thank Rodney and the entire Barrett Jackson team for that, because I think he's selling himself a little short.
Thanks, Jim.